I know the lighting is horrendous right now, but can we just appreciate how perfect this looks? Like, okay, I know it just seems like a regular salad in this little disposable container, but I'm just saying, whoever put this together, they did it with love. You could tell. You could tell, look how beautiful this is. Like, I'm tempted to paint it. I'm not gonna, I'm so over that, but beautiful.
And this is the main course. Close this one down here. So I have a salad, apples, some cherries, nuts, and whatever this is, it's like mashed vegetables. I also have some grapefruit juice. It says grapefruit, but it tastes more like orange. Some milk, this donut thing, some salad dressing, and potato crisps. These are really yummy.
Hey guys, today marks quarantine day 7, I think. I'm already starting to lose track. This is my lovely breakfast. I decided to sub out my breakfast and dinners for fruits and salad, just because they give us a lot of food here, and because we're stuck in this tiny room, I'm not moving much, so I'm not really burning any calories. So yeah, I'm just constantly full otherwise, so these salads are perfect. I am low-key starting to get sick of them, but you know, I mean, beggars can't be choosers, I guess. Okay, so I'll give you a bit more information on why I'm here, like what I'm doing here, quarantining in South Korea, yada yada, in the voiceover, so y'all can wait for that. This was the first thing I painted, and I still have it. I got this on breakfast day 2, and it was just nice and colorful, and it was feeling kind of meh, so I just decided to paint it. But right now, we are going to focus on this meal here.
So, guess who's in South Korea right now? Yep, I took a leap of faith and here I am, in a country I admittedly know nothing about, surrounded by a language I've yet to grasp. But hey, I made it. Today marks day 10 of the quarantine. I'm in a hotel room that for some reason has 2 single beds. My view is pretty much non-existent, but I do get to wave at people hanging out at their windows. The food is pretty good, there's AC, I don't really know what else to say, it's a hotel room, pretty standard. While I don't want to put my time in Korea on a pedestal for fear of thinking that this move will finally bring me everlasting happiness, I still view this experience as some variation of a quote-unquote next chapter in my life. And to commemorate this change of scenery, I've decided to, well, paint my quarantine meals. I mean, is that not a symbolic way to combine the only 2 things in this world that I care about, aka mediocre art and travel? I mean, of course, there's family, friends, the exercise, coffee with cream and sugar, can't forget those, 90% dark chocolate, but you know, let's just focus here. I've put a lot of thought into what I want this channel to be, and while I'd like to incorporate elements of my life here in South Korea, just to feed your curiosity, at this point I do plan to stick with art as my main focus, art with a sprinkle of travel. Anyways, I've been here for 10 days, and overall, I actually enjoy being in isolation. I know, what a shocker, coming from someone who's disgustingly introverted. But I honestly wouldn't mind 1 more week of this. I'm here as part of a group of teachers who were hired to teach English at different schools around Korea. And I won't bore you with the details, so if you have any questions, I can answer them in the comments. So while my view doesn't really inspire creativity, the food apparently does. The meals here, provided by the hotel, are included in the whopping price tag of 1,400 USD for 2 weeks. And yes, that does still sting. The vegetarian option is a salad with a side of fruits, and thankfully we have the option of swapping our meals out. So for the sole fact that I'm sitting on my ass all day every day, I swap my breakfasts and dinners out for salads, leaving a regular lunch, and it honestly is the perfect amount of food.
Turned on my TV and some random Korean shows playing. Anyways, lunch is ready. See the hall outside. Every time I open the door, I need to wear my mask. Let's see what we have here. Apple juice, sun-kissed, some white rice, our utensils, of course.
Okay, this looks really yummy. We have some pickles, a salad, there's some salad dressing there. These here are like some kind of fish ball. We have beans, they're kind of sweet, radish, and then, I have no idea what this is. My first thought was chicken, but it might be pork, because they eat a lot of pork here, but it looks pretty yummy. And I think this will be fun to paint, because we have the greens here, we have the black, and then like the orangey reds here, so that'll be a fun one. Luckily, I won't be too tempted to eat, because I just finished this an hour ago, so off to the next meal.
Now, I don't really have much to say about the art itself. I just painted what I saw to the best of my abilities. I really enjoyed letting the colors blend into one another. The salads were a lot of fun to paint because there were so many colors involved, and y'all know how I love my blends of greens and blues. Drawing my lunch meat, which was pork, FYI, I took a bite, proved to be a challenge. They ended up looking like blobs, but I sent a photo of this painting to a friend I made here, and even he said that the IRL version of our lunch meat looked like blobs too. So basically, I think I nailed it. Overall, I have a ton of jumbled thoughts and emotions. Once I get my placement and start teaching and, stumble into a routine and whatnot, I'll probably have my thoughts more organized, at least organized enough to express them properly and coherently. So I'll try to dive in a little more in the next video. But for now, know that this move took a lot of guts. I'm honestly surprised that I made it this far. And I'm nervous because I've never taught anyone before in my life. I'm scared about making a good first impression with my peers, coworkers, supervisors, etc. And I'm also antsy to see what my apartment will look like, and also to make it my own, of course. By the way, a room tour is absolutely on the table, so stay tuned, folks. And last but not least, I am very excited to see where this year spent in a foreign country will take me. So in summary, I am neurotic, but weirdly confident that I'll figure it all out, and ideally come out of this experience a more well-rounded individual. Juli 2.0 is just around the corner. Hey, what's up? Anyways, since everyone back home seems to have an overwhelming curiosity in what they're feeding me here, I've inserted clips of different meals at the end of this, so I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, bon appetit, and I will catch you in the next one. Stay creative, stay adventurous, peace!
This juice, which as you can see, this was from last night. Another one of these marshmallow thingies. It's like chocolate marshmallow. I forget what they're called. A rice cracker. Oh, 2 rice crackers. I still have this one here from the other day. Our daily dose of salad. Today we have grapes and banana. Oh, those will be fun to paint. Same with the crab meat. How exciting. Yeah, so this is the next one. Next and last. Hey guys, editing Juli here. I'm just going through my clips, and I forgot to mention that I included not only some photos of my quarantine meals at the very end of this video, but also a little 2-minute hotel room tour. So I have them side by side, so if you're interested in food or checking out where I've been living the past 2 weeks, then stay tuned till the end or skip till the end, like do whatever you want. Since I'm here, I'll go down the checklist. Like, dislike, subscribe, unsubscribe, do your thing. And just an update, today is day 13 out of 14, so tomorrow at around 2:30, I will be ditching this popsicle stand, and not gonna lie, I would happily do another 2 weeks. I kinda love it here and it feels very safe. I really ought to get out of here though, because the point of me coming down was to get out of my comfort zone and do something different. And being stuck in my room is like something I do back home anyways, so it's time to venture out. I will keep you guys updated. So excited to see my new apartment. I have no idea where it is or what it looks like. I swear this program is not a scam. They just, for whatever reason, like to keep us in the dark. But as soon as I have more info, of course, I'll fill you guys in. And I think that's all I have to say. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Bon appetit, ciao, adios, annyeong. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Hey guys, I want to give you a little tour of my quarantine room. This is the entrance when you walk right in. You need this card here to turn on all the lights. I have my laundry, my recycling, this fancy robe, which kind of smells weird. It has like that mothball kind of smell, so I'm not really digging that. This is my washroom. I put a few things out. I have a bathtub and a bidet, so obviously I'm living my best life. Over here is my desk area, and I have my full setup going, laptop, keyboard, notebook, writing utensils, some artwork from Society 6. I have all of my food items up here, and then my electronics over there. Here I have my lovely beach mat. I don't really know what these are called, but you could use them as a wraparound when you go to the beach, or you could put them down and lay on them. And this is where I've decided I'm gonna eat all my meals. I did not bring my Chromecast, so I'm stuck with Korean channels. Of course I'm on Cartoon Network because obviously, but in case I don't feel like watching any of this, I set up my iPad right here. In this corner, I have everything needed for entertainment. So I have all of my Korean books. I have my art supplies here. I also have my novel out, which I'm working my way through. I have my second little beach mat thing hanging up here. This one I use for decor. I've never actually taken it to the beach, but this one I take with me all the time. So adds a nice personal touch. For some reason, I have a second single bed, so I just put all my crap on here. Yeah, just because it would have taken up space otherwise. I also have more Society 6 fan art there, or not fan art, just art. And of course my single bed where I have Plague from Miraculous Ladybug and Perry the Platypus from Phineas and Ferb, my little cuties. These were essentials, of course I had to bring them. And this is a baby photo of me and my siblings. This one's me. And more Society 6 art. So yeah, this is essentially it. I mean, it's not the cutest room in the world, but I feel like, considering, you know, this is just a 2-week quarantine thing, I feel like I decorated it pretty nicely. Oh, this here is a scarf that I actually got just a few days before I left from Value Village. So I thought it was so cute, and it's nice and big, so I don't know, I just wrapped it around my chair. But yeah, this is it. This was actually my lunch that was delivered a couple hours ago, and I was really full from breakfast, so I didn't finish that, but I'll probably finish it soon. And dinner should be served in like an hour, so I feel like they're giving us way too much food, which, you know, I'm sure other people would disagree, but for me, 3 full meals is a lot. I'm used to just having like a coffee for breakfast, so who knows, I might gain a few pounds here, but it'll be fun. Oh, they also gave us these slippers, so I'm wearing these. Anyways, thanks for watching this little tour. Bye!